Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Online Creators Association's Thursday night stream. Tonight we're playing Citation Needed. I've got in front of me a bunch of almost randomly selected articles from everyone's favorite reliable source of information, Wikipedia, and my guests tonight can't see it. Joining us tonight, definitely not a labor agitator, it is Cecelia Gray. Why does it keep defaulting to that layout? She knows a concerning amount about dead stuff. It's Micah Levine. And I didn't have time to get an intro from her. It's Blythe from the internet.
Hello. Fix that.
We're doing great this evening. Hi, everyone.
I like the idea that the way, Sesame Street exists, that also Internet Street exists.
1, 2, 3 Internet Street.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm located.
That's definitely where I grew up.
The internet did raise all of us to a certain extent, and not a single one of us is okay. But that's how it goes. I just realized I did not go live on TikTok, and you know what? I'm not going to, and that's self-care. I don't need any more attention this evening, and I know it will drive traffic to the video that I have to moderate the comments on pretty heavily. I just don't want to. I don't want to make contact with any more anything today. I can't do that. TikTok's on fire, and everyone's on fire.
It's fine. It's all fine. It's all fine, and that nothing is fine.
Yeah.
So there is one very big update about TikTok today. Hank Green made a bombshell of a video. We're going to get back to that later in the stream because currently there is, as far as I can tell, one viewer. Might be one of you guys.
Who is to say?
It's not me for once.
It actually is not me.
We're about to have 2 viewers, though, and one of them will be me.
Yeah. There we go. I finally got to that.
Hi, Mike.
Hello.
Welcome to the stream. All right, so our first article of the night, and reminder or explanation in case you guys don't know the game, because I just remembered that only one of you were here last time. Citation Needed is a internet game invented by the Technical Difficulties, who are a group of British people who sometimes do game shows on the internet for some reason. Basically, I have a Wikipedia article open in front of me. I'm going to tell you the title and ask you questions about it, and you just have to guess the contents of the Wikipedia article.
Yeah.
So our first article of tonight is the Behavioral Insights Team. Behavioral Insights Team.
Is it somehow related to, internet community behavior?
No, not really.
I was thinking, is it like a fictional thing of some kind?
Nope, it's real.
Okay.
Is it focused on behavior in humans?
Yes.
Okay. That at least narrows it down a little.
Is it in some way part of a government agency?
Yes, and Cecelia, you get points.
That upsets me.
Oh, shoot, I just remembered. I have a points thing. Give me a moment.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm very excited about that.
This is a placeholder sound special prize TBD.
Oh, right. I forgot that they play when I click on the thing.
Is that the spinning monkey sound in the background?
Yes.
That sound haunts my
The
dreams.
spinning monkey sound is inescapable.
It really is.
It's reached full saturation.
All right, so that is the special prize for particularly good answers.
Is just hearing spinning monkeys?
Here, I'll play it for you again.
Oh, boy.
This is a placeholder sound special prize TBD.
Thank you so much. I am so
I can't hear it because if I could hear it, it would get picked up by my mic and there would be echo. I can't remember what that is. I know I made a sound. I don't remember what it was.
Oh, you mean the spinning monkey sound? It's
Fitting
the
monkey sounds to be special sized TV.
Yes, it is it is a government agency. It's known unofficially as the Nudge Unit. Does that give you any thoughts on what it might do?
Is this something about like MK Ultra?
No, not really.
Is this something about overthrowing Latin American governments?
No, not at all.
Okay. It just seemed like nudge in my head for a minute. It was like, that feels like they're trying to push something over the edge. And that's
I really like that you guys went very serious, and my entire brain just went human behavior, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Like that's the only thing my brain came up with.
like they're lying about what the name is. Oh yeah, we're the human behavior unit.
Yeah, so let's go for another question. What country is it in?
The UK.
Yes.
Oh.
The other major.
This is a placeholder sound special.
Oh, I'm still on the wrong sound. There we go. That's the one that I was trying to click.
Okay, that's a little better.
I don't know. I feel like we have to go back to the one that has the lady's robot voice saying, "This is a placeholder sound."
Oh man. Okay, so it's in the UK.
Okay.
Yep. So,
Is this a sex thing?
no, it is not a sex.
That's what I meant when I said nudge, nudge, wink.
I figured. I'm just always suspicious that stuff is secretly a sex thing.
All right, so general question, foreign or domestic?
I'm gonna go with foreign.
It is not foreign. Anybody
Well,
else?
we've narrowed it down, haven't we?
Wow, I think it might be domestic.
Oh my god.
Blythe, you get a point.
What are they trying to nudge their own citizens into doing?
Buying things.
Also known unofficially as the Nudge Unit, is a UK-based social purpose organization that generates and applies behavioral insights to inform policy and improve public services following nudge theory.
Okay, that
Felt
was
so circular.
that was fake business jargon. That was like lorem ipsum text for a business website. That was placeholder. That
So
didn't
here's
mean
the thing.
anything.
If this had been a US thing instead of a UK thing, I would say that that's like the secret CIA plot to get you to buy more McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
The secret CIA plot.
Like it fully feels like a weird Minority Report world where they're trying to push you into capitalism.
It definitely feels capitalist.
Correct.
So what do they try to nudge people to do?
Buy McDonald's.
Wash their hands.
Now, I'm going to give you a point for that one.
Wait, what?
What?
There's nothing in the article about washing hands, but it is just like general like civic responsibility stuff.
Okay, so like, okay, cool. So it's there to make you care about the other people who are also in the room with you.
Using social engineering as well as techniques in psychology and marketing, the purpose of the organization is to influence public thinking and decision-making in order to improve compliance with government policy and thereby decrease social and government costs related to inaction and poor compliance with policy and regulation.
So what you're telling me is that they're trying to get people to participate in things like self-care so that they don't have to then go and use up government resources to deal with their failing.
Stay the fuck away from the NHS. We know we put this in place. However, wash your hands, you absolute monsters. We have a whole government agency dedicated to it.
Again, the article doesn't say anything about hand washing, but that is the kind of thing that I think they would probably do.
Yeah.
So the article lists 4 projects. To start with, I'll give you titles if we don't get any, but just shot in the dark. Anybody want to guess some of the projects they've done?
Voting?
Voting is not on the list, no.
Is public transportation somehow connected to this?
There's no public transportation on the list.
Do they have an anti-littering campaign?
There is no anti-littering campaign on the
Some of it.
list. All right, so
Vaccination?
nope, vaccination also not on the list. The first one says using social norms to increase tax payments.
Are you telling me that they are just like IRS informants?
You know what makes you a
what that means?
paying your taxes?
Please tell me it means like posters on the sides of buses that are like, remember kids, paying your taxes is cool and radical.
Make sure you pay your taxes so the queen can do whatever she wants, children.
Calm, tax on.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give you the point for that. It does it doesn't specify where they are, but it does sound a lot like it was an ad campaign.
Almost up.
England, and there is just a sign for pay your fucking taxes.
In the UK, BIT tested the impact of tax payment reminders with carefully constructed messages to cue individuals to make tax payments. BIT partnered with Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs to assess the effectiveness of norm-based and public goods statements in prompting taxpayers to pay on time. The norm-based statements gave statistics showing the timeliness of conscientious individuals paying their tax on time, and that the individual was not part of this group as they had failed to pay on time. Additionally, the public goods statements illustrated the beneficial public services the individual would have access to if taxes were paid on time, and the poor social outcomes that could happen if the individual did not pay the tax on time. The outcomes of the trials indicated an increase in likelihood of individuals paying tax on time, with the norm-based statements increasing total taxes paid within 23 days by more than £1.6 million.
I mean, good for them. Like, it is very difficult. Collecting taxes is very difficult, and I sympathize with the IRS, unfortunately, now that I've worked in accounting. But, like, the fact that they're explicitly working with, like, the Queen's, like, literal pocketbook to be like, pay your taxes, because a lot of this goes to fund this bitch. Like, I'm happy it worked for them. I'm great. I'm glad they figured it out. However, you're not going to lose access to the NHS if you individually do not pay your taxes on time.
No, but Mildred might say some pretty mean things about you at the next garden party.
She will. She's a bitch. She's so mean. But she's an excellent baker.
That's the only reason we invite her.
This is what it sounds like when my family's friends are talking about inviting me to parties. She's a bitch, but she's a really good baker.
Honestly, she was much nicer before she lost the second to last episode of Bake Off.
I don't get that joke. I don't watch Bake Off. I'm sorry.
Oh.
All right, so the next project is increasing fine payment rates through text messages. What happened?
They texted people about paying fines?
Were they like parking fines specifically?
I like
Mikey gets the point.
what you said.
It doesn't say anything about what kind of fines they were.
Do you understand how angry I would be if the city of New York sent me a fucking text message about the number of parking tickets I have?
I'm gonna be honest, given what they say happened before and like the point at which they sent the texts, I feel like people are generally happy about this. BIT prompted those owing the UK court service fines with a text message 10 days before the bailiffs were sent to a person.
Okay,
Oh my god.
Payment made without
That's
further
fair.
without need for further intervention.
That's fair. I guess that's fair.
I think you said that.
Reportedly saved the court service $30 million a year by sending people owing fines personalized text messages to persuade them to pay promptly.
I like that.
Because the bailiff is like The bailiff is like looking up directions to your house right now. Like you should probably pay this.
They should text you like you know
A
how
picture of your
delivery
bailiff?
no you know how delivery services will sometimes have like a map and you can follow the driver. They text you how you can follow the bailiff as he comes to your house.
It's like the Uber Eats.
Yeah.
You can see how close they are to your
Little
house.
icon.
Honestly, like the 6 a.m. phone call letting me know that my house is on the electrician's schedule that day is like the main reason I pay my electric bill.
Oh shit! I need to pay my electric bill.
I like that. Cecelia, I like that your reaction was, if the city ever did this to
In
me.
the TikTok live, I did end up going live on TikTok because, you know,
Chronically online.
but it's a good for all of us. Pay your fucking bills. Did you remember to pay your bills? Go check.
No, I didn't.
Right now.
I paid them last night.
How do you?
All
Yeah,
right,
probably
this one is my favorite on the list. Increasing loft insulation installation.
You know, that's important. Do you know how much heat you lose out of like an uninsulated attic and stuff like that? My family's house, our attic isn't insulated properly.
I feel like, is this like specific to thatched roof housing? Because I know that's like a big thing in the UK.
It is not. It is just housing in general.
Okay.
Although loft insulation is essentially a zero-risk proposition, there were very few people installing it. What did the behavioral insights team do to get more people to install insulation in their lofts?
Sexy insulation installer costumes.
Stop.
That is not correct.
Bam!
Man. They hiked the prices.
Was it a coupon?
It was not a coupon. I
That's
guess you could argue that it's sort of a coupon, but that's not close enough for a point.
Son of a bitch.
If
Was it like a
your attic is cold, they're cold too. Let the squirrels in.
Did you get like a tax break?
Not a tax break, no.
I don't know how taxes in the UK work. I don't know if that's even
I
a thing.
don't know shit. I don't know shit about
Yeah.
it.
I don't think you guys are gonna get there. What was that?
A free pizza party.
It's not a free pizza party. I don't think you guys are gonna get there. I just wanted you to like spin out for a little bit on this before I told you that the team discovered that people's lofts were full of junk and provided low-cost labor to clear them. This caused a 5-fold increase in the proportion of installed insulation.
That's smart though.
That is really smart because I know for a fact that my friend Savvy has a couch up in the loft of her home, and they were like, that lives there and is never coming down. They bought the house with the couch in it, and they're like, no, that stays, and they don't fuck with the area, and it makes the whole house very cold.
Yeah, no, like imagine if the U.S. government was just like, we will pay some people to come and clean your attic if you promise to insulate it afterward.
I would go
Does
for
that mean
it.
that I can spin a yarn about that being a haunted couch?
Yes, you should actually.
And we can't remove it because attic ghosts would be very upset.
Yeah, that's where attic goes.
Haunted by the ghosts of theater kids past.
Why is it always a couch? Why is it always a fucking couch backstage?
It's legally required. If you don't have one, it spawns backstage at some point.
Yeah, there's no.
And it like sort of
reason.
inserts itself into your consciousness, so no one like remembers that it wasn't always there. Just, oh, the couch has always been there.
Yeah.
Sort of
The
crusty and smelly.
Something about you saying the couch in such a casual way is really upsetting for me because I did not know that was a universal theater.
Oh, it is.
Of having the couch.
Yeah.
Good. Fucking good. One time we got a condom wrapper in ours. We were very traumatized. We were 12 years old. What a night. Why did they keep that? I don't know. It's fine.
Because they tried to get rid of it and it just kept coming back.
So I glanced away for a moment and wasn't listening. We're talking about the couch in every theater department, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the TikToks about that. Like when somebody who's not in the theater program sits on the couch.
Don't.
The couch.
I gotta be honest, I have been desperate to sit on the couch a few times when I was younger and had an undiagnosed heart condition that makes standing up really hard. So.
Oh, we all openly sat on the couch.
Y'all ready for the worst one on the list?
Yes.
Worse than the couch.
Yeah.
Benefit sanctions for disabled people.
I would like to quit now.
I feel like this should be good and it isn't. I assume this is an austerity type thing.
What do you think they did?
I don't want to think about what they did because I'm concerned.
All right, so what they did was they were tasked by the Department of Work and Pensions to investigate the effectiveness of sanctioning recipients of disability benefits. They were punished.
Did they look at the United States and go, we want to be more like them?
I think so. They were punished with fines of up to 3 years ineligibility. There are 2 listed reasons you could be sanctioned. What do you think they are?
Having too much money?
I was going to say, you make too much money?
No. Worse.
Getting married.
What?
Go ahead.
Making too little money?
Worse.
Getting married was what I said.
Worse.
Getting help sometimes from your friends.
Maybe the same amount of bad.
Having any family member who's willing to help you.
Bad attitudes and non-compliance.
I would be sanctioned in a fucking heartbeat.
Listen, as a human whose attitude is baseline bad, what? I want to fight the entire UK right now.
I'm not sure how to break it to these people, but if someone's attitude is bad and you tell them, oh, no more disability benefits for you because you are a bad child, their attitude will get worse.
It will actually get
Like,
up.
Withdrawing benefits is not known to cheer people up. And I mean, you guys have all intuited the next point in here, which is that the methods were ineffective. What did the nudge unit do?
Wait, what was that?
What did the nudge unit do when they worked out that the methods were ineffective?
Double down.
Not exactly. The nudge unit noted that these methods were ineffective, but rather than recommending they be withdrawn, proposed changes which might make sanctions and benefits conditionally more effective.
Were the changes to change what counts as being disabled?
I think the changes were to change what counts as having a bad attitude.
Also, like, on a more serious note, the number of disabled people whose disabilities have been characterized as having a bad attitude, and hi, me too. It's just there are so many, and it's so many of my disabilities are characterized as having a bad attitude. And it's just
really, if you're on disability because of a personality disorder, fuck.
Have fucking fun with me.
Where all of us are fucked. All of us are fucked.
I did recently manage to convince my mother's insurance to keep me on her insurance past the age of 26. That's my disability accomplishment.
Oh,
yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
I have a diagnosis of personality disorder not otherwise specified, which when you check it out in the DSM, what that basically means is we can't actually find something wrong with your personality on a psychiatric level, but you keep losing jobs.
The vibes are weird here. It's like a vibe check of a fucking diagnosis.
I know, it's that. I'm sorry, but this reminds me of that tweet that's people always talk about deadbeat dads, but what if the kid just has bad vibes? Sorry, TX.
I just
honestly, it's essentially a diagnosis of anti-capitalism.
Yeah, I'm personally loving the fact that here it's personality disorder is not always specified. In the UK, it's just bad attitude.
Bad attitude. I just my therapist is playing what was it? Symptom bingo, because I have 2 or 3 things that I've been diagnosed with that all have crossover, but only certain parts of it. So she gets to play bingo and go, okay, which disorder is this? Which one?
Who is yelling today? Who is piloting the ship?
Is it the BPD? Is it the PTSD? Let's see. It could be either.
All right. What other countries have units inspired by the Behavioral Insights team?
Probably the US.
Points.
Yay.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh.
What is our equivalent,
Uh,
if it says? I'm curious. In case they ever pay me a visit.
not quite correct to say that we have an organization inspired by the Behavioral Insights team. We just have the Behavioral Insights team. The BIT expanded to the United States, setting up an office in New York City as well as Washington, D.C. The New York office works both in the United States and internationally, where the D.C. office was established in early 2020 to focus on the United States itself, with partnerships in all levels of government.
Why was a UK governmental agency allowed to like open a Chuck E. Cheese style franchise in the US? What the fuck is this? I didn't know you could franchise government agencies. I'm so sorry. I was not aware.
Well, actually, speaking of it being a government agency, it is still kinda. What happened?
They got investigated for civil rights violations.
No.
Damn it.
They got disbanded.
They're a non-profit.
Did they become a private fucking business?
Points.
Did you play that noise?
You know what happened? Capitalism.
2014.
How does that happen? How does that occur?
On February 5th, 2014, BID's ownership was split equally between the government, the charity Nesta, and the team's employees, with Nesta providing £1.9 million in financing and services.
Is it like
Reported
typically
this
a
was the
worker
first time
co-op?
the UK government has privatized civil servants responsible for policy decisions. The Financial Times expected it to be the first of many policy teams to be spun off as part of plans to shrink central government and create private enterprise culture in Whitehall.
I have several concerns.
It has never been more apparent that the US shares so much DNA with the UK. But like,
Yep, that's our dad. That's our dad.
And boy, do we have daddy issues.
I love that that's their idea of shrinking government, is to just take people who are government employees and have them be private employees who still do government work, so that they're not like accountable to the public.
I mean, like, what is that but a non-profit, really? Sorry to slam non-profits. I work at one, but you know.
As a fellow nonprofit employee, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anybody who works at nonprofits who doesn't hate nonprofits.
Like,
as a
my job is pretty good in a lot of ways. It's just I feel like the goal of every nonprofit should be to render themselves eventually useless because the government should be doing this.
Oh,
Correct.
Cecelia, do you want to tell us about that thing about trying to do that and government applications for recognition?
Oh, that sometimes if you are registering a nonprofit, particularly like a 501c3, sometimes if you write into the things that you submit to the government that you are submitting this with the goal of eventually making your own organization obsolete, they'll reject your application. They'll be like, you can't be a nonprofit if you don't anticipate being a nonprofit forever. And there will be nonprofits like one in my area that I like donate to because it's like a local homelessness nonprofit and they help a lot of people out. They do good work. And their 501c3 application got rejected because they said eventually we would like to resolve the homelessness issues in this area and then we will be obsolete. And the government was like, no, homeless forever.
This is a placeholder sound special prize.
So that's, it's not all of the time, but occasionally, if the government's feeling spicy, they'll be like, no, the business must exist forever.
Yes.
You like plan the obsolescence of your business, which you should when it's a nonprofit trying to solve a specific social issue. You should plan for that future. The government will be like, no plans. No plans.
Planning for the future is illegal.
Planning for the future is illegal.
It does feel that way sometimes.
Yeah.
Just in
I
general.
think it feels that way because it's literally true.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a fun fact that I know because of the sheer amount of stuff I've had to do and also helping other people file for nonprofit status.
Aren't you so glad that you ended up dealing with nonprofit things?
So I'm going to call that the end of this article. I haven't really been counting, but I'm going to say Blythe got the most points. So for winner tonight, you win flashlights from a British manufacturer designed for use in basements, sold by a TikToker best known for a face-zoomed lip sync.
Thank you.
It's Bella Porch's Cellar Torches.
I hate you.
I'm leaving. I'm not actually leaving.
Friendship over. I
Yeah.
have to go. I can't stay.
See if I ever send you crab apple jelly again.
This was the last straw.
All right. Before we move on to the next one, I do want to drop a quick mention. I said I was going to talk about this in the middle of the call. Hank Green posted a video today on Hank's channel that is a breakdown of sort of systemic economic problems with the way that TikTok's creator fund is modeled. It is just an important video. If you're a TikTok creator, you need to watch it. We're not going to go into a lot of detail about it tonight because it dropped today. I don't think we've all had a lot of time to ingest it, but important content. You should definitely be watching that video. But moving on to our next article. Milan Matulovic.
I'm going to need you to say that one more time.
Milan Matulovic.
That's a person's name, I think.
Yeah.
Could
I'm not
be-
hearing a ding though, so maybe we're wrong.
Oh, yeah, no, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good.
The ding is very important
got-
to me.
So it is a
that
person.
person, place, or thing. We've covered it. Is that okay? This person's. I'm making a judgment on the last name. Feels Polish.
It's definitely Eastern European.
Not Polish.
Is it Ukrainian and or Russian?
Give me a moment.
I gotta do extra research. Give me just
In the article, we're not like
Check.
it doesn't count.
Check.
Not check. If you guys keep guessing, one of you is going to get the point.
I'm really bad at geography.
Hungarian.
Nope.
Romanian.
Belarus?
No. Here's a hint. If you guys do the Yako Warner song, we're going to be here for a long time.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
well,
Turkey.
No.
I don't know what song.
No one said Ukraine, right?
Nope. It's not Ukraine.
Ukraine.
Do you guys give up?
Uruguay.
What?
I don't know. I'm just picking. I'm picking countries at the end of the alphabet. I said Uruguay.
It is not Uruguay.
Tell. No, give up.
Yugoslavia.
Damn it!
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
I went to school with some Yugoslavian guys, if I remember correctly, and I still didn't.
all right.
What did he do for a living?
Swim.
Science.
No.
Is he a sports human?
People would have very annoying arguments about that question.
Dancer.
Driver.
What?
Dancer.
Cheerleader.
No. Cecelia, what did you say?
Race car driver.
No.
Son of a bitch. Got very excited that I was right.
Same. I was like, I swear this must be like some ballet guy. The name sounds familiar.
Equestrian.
No. Chat gets a point.
Oh.
Oh,
You played
chess
chess.
is not a sport. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Also, that point is only valid if you did not look it up.
We cannot and will not verify that.
Also, I just looked at
Honor
chat.
system only.
I just looked at chat, and I do want to say there is beef with Hank Green, but that is my own personal beef with Hank Green. It is unrelated to what we're talking about.
The beef is none pizza left beef, and
Correct.
it's deep obsession with that meme.
Mhm.
However long it is lasted for. No, there is no beef with Hank Green. We just wanted to talk. Genuinely, we wanted to talk about it at the beginning of the stream, but there was one whole person, and we just want as many people to go and watch that video as possible because I cannot. He's been tracking everything, and he's talking about how much we are getting paid and how incorrectly we are getting paid.
Micah Moves 57. Hank Green posted a video on Hank's channel. It's about a half an hour long. It is a detailed explanation of injustices in TikTok's pay system. The thing that he did is good.
The fund
Yes,
is
no.
trash.
The joke about me having beef with him is a stupid joke about a whole thing.
A stupid joke about a whole.
Hank is not canceled. Hank did something good. Everybody should go watch Hank's video after the stream. All right. So apart from the plays chess section, most of the article is has one header. What do you think that header is?
Sexual assault allegations.
No.
Sorry.
It was a good guess.
Assassination attempt.
I don't want to put you guys on the wrong track. Those are not things that are in the article, but you are naming specific things that would go in this more general, common Wikipedia header.
Controversies.
There we go. That's a point. Oh, I just remembered I assigned hotkeys to the points. I don't need to go over and click that every time.
It's a very professional setup we have.
Hashtag winning.
Is the hotkey working, by the way?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So I have 4 controversies here.
Spicy.
Did he have an affair with a married woman?
No.
Okay.
Illegal chess moves.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a point for that.
I used to be in chess club, baby.
It's maybe illegal. It's something that seems kind of like cheating. What do you think he did?
Listen here, Queen's Gambit. I don't want to hear it from you.
Listen up, Queen's Gambit. I would
Board
need
of
this.
He just stood up and
Did he?
This is a placeholder sound special prize.
It was a fucking. Is it okay?
Does it have to do with that stupid little clock thing?
No.
Okay.
mean
Was it
TikTok?
gambling?
No.
Did he do something uncouth with a rook? Can't even keep my face straight saying that.
It does not say which piece it was, so maybe.
Okay, we have it's about the pieces.
He ate them.
He did not eat them.
What the fuck can you do to a chess piece that makes it like
A
kind of?
lot.
Did he do the thing where you move the piece and you put it down, but you don't take your hand off of it, and then you go like, wait a second, and then you do it again?
This is a placeholder sound CBD.
That is the
Also,
point
you're hitting the
Perhaps
placeholder
Machilovic's
prize.
most notorious transgression was against Istvan Bilek at the Swiss International in 1967. He played a losing move, but then took it back after saying, "J'adoube, I adjust," spoken before adjusting pieces on their square. See the touch move rule. His opponent complained to the arbiter, but the move was allowed to stand. The incident earned Machilovic the nickname Jadoubovic. This reportedly happened several times, including in a game against Bobby Fischer.
Drama!
Oh my god. No, listen, I was like briefly in chess club, and chess drama is unhinged.
I mean, that's why Queen's Gambit was fun.
I know.
Also, do you know that you're hitting the spinning monkeys thing
Yeah.
and not the ding?
That second, I believe, after. Are you talking about after Ginger's comment and you correctly guessing that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did intentionally award special points for that.
Oh my god, thank you.
You do also get a point because it was correct, but it was just like I was surprised that anybody actually got exactly the right thing.
You were.
Yeah, that prize is for particularly good answers. Sometimes particularly good answers are also correct. So he has another entry in the controversy section that is about his improper behavior at games.
Did he like to bring snacks?
No.
Did he punch someone?
No.
Penis.
Those are my 2 answers. That's all I got.
That's the only answers I have.
Violence or eating. Those are my 2 options.
I'm still stuck on the sexual assault allegations. I'm sorry, random chess man, for slandering you.
I'm not sorry. You had a wiggly move with your piece.
Does he manspread?
No.
Is
So
he just like mean as hell?
he sounds kind of annoying.
He plays loud music.
Who's passing judgment on this man?
He chews on the pieces.
So at high level chess,
Players move.
what?
Does he talk during the other player's move?
It doesn't say that. No. At high level play in chess, usually games don't end with a checkmate. They end with one player forfeiting once they realize that their checkmate is inevitable.
Mhm.
What did Macilovic do?
Refused to do that and played it out to the bitter end.
Close.
Did he?
What happens before the bitter end in a tournament game?
You give your opponent a kiss.
Just a little one, though.
Listen, you gotta kiss the homies goodnight, okay? It's late. It's late.
You gotta kiss the homies good game.
Good game. You go, good game, bro. And you give a little. There's a little one.
It's check and then it's checkmate. Right?
I told
Check
you he was
means
check.
your king is threatened. Checkmate means your king is threatened and there's nothing you can do about it.
Right.
So this one is he kept playing in hopeless positions when Grandmaster Etiquette called for a resignation. Allegedly in the hopes of reaching adjournment, suspension of the game for resumption on a later day, a common in tournament play at the time, so that the news reports would read Macilovic's game is adjourned rather than Macilovic lost.
I'm mostly laughing because I just submitted something for like a writing exercise for critique. Granted, it's about checkers, but it's like the 2 people in the scene just keep moving the checkers the same like 8 spaces and refusing to end the game.
Yeah.
All right, so there are 2 more controversies in this section. One of them has to do with chess.
Oh no.
Another check.
Wow. And one of them doesn't?
Correct.
Was the man ever arrested? He feels like someone who might accidentally get arrested for tax fraud or some shit.
For what?
I said for tax fraud or some shit, but we'll go with arrested because I got the ding.
Yeah. You get the points for arrested. It wasn't tax fraud. I would love to get the other chess one first.
Okay.
Okay.
He didn't give the homies a kiss.
He didn't give the homies a kiss.
Thank you.
No.
Yes, keep it coming. Keep it coming, Ginger Blivett. Keep it coming.
I would actually like to say that this series of comments of step 1, you give him a kiss to show you care. First you check, then you mate. The check is for consent. Really? Sending me the edge right now.
That is a Tumblr post right there.
Put it on Tumblr. Tumblr Resurgence 2022, baby.
All right, so what's a controversial thing that happens in a lot of sports?
Cheating. Doping. He took steroids.
He was taking Adderall that wasn't prescribed to him.
Blythe, that is a correct answer to the question I asked, but it is not the controversy that I'm looking for.
That's fair.
I now have the mental image of like a beefy John Cena kind of man.
It's like this meme with the like 5 really buff guys and the one running dude all tied together.
Are they moving the pieces like so?
Yeah, there's no
Like,
other
if you
way to
have
grab
big,
them
big
because their hands
meat
are so
hands.
big.
His hands are so big. Maybe he has to use tongs.
It's either that or they're just full on grabbing the whole piece and like slamming it down. Well, okay,
Yeah.
but drugs are a common problem. Is it drugs?
No.
Is it
Bribing the referee.
Sorry?
Bribing the referee?
It has to do with bribes.
bribing opponents?
Taking bribes to throw it and help people win bets.
That is correct. After the 1970 international tournament at Palma de Mallorca, he was accused of throwing the game against Mark Tamianoff in return for a $400 bribe, which seems very low for an international tournament. Thus allowing Tamianoff to advance to the candidates matches, where Tamianoff was defeated by Bobby Fischer 6-0.
Listen, if I've learned anything from...
What is happening in
If I've learned anything...
that they can be bribed with $400?
If I've learned anything from watching The Queen's Gambit, is that the prize money that you get is way more than that. Why would you ever?
The accusation centered on Machulov's conduct during the game and the alleged feebleness of his resistance. It has also been suggested that he was simply uninterested in the game, however, having been eliminated from the contention for the candidates' matches. And then it lists the exact sequence of moves for the game. I don't know where they got the number 400, given that the speculation is based on him seeming bored.
I mean, listen, I would love to have the audacity to be in the middle of a very, intense chess championship and just be like, you know what? I'm over it.
All right. Now, I want to remind you that the Zhadubovic issue is listed as his most notorious transgression.
But he got arrested?
Chess people!
Yeah, what's the last thing on the list?
The last thing is that he got arrested.
Right, but for what?
For what?
Oh, for...
Assault?
No.
I'm worried.
For... was he drinking in public? He seems like a kind of dude who would drink in public.
He does.
No. I want you to remember that Wikipedia editors described this as less notorious than...
I swear to God, if it is... No, I don't want to say it. I don't want to be that guy. I'm going to be really upset, aren't I?
Speeding?
That's close.
Was he riding a bicycle too fast?
I don't drive, so I don't know what's close to speeding.
It's not
What are
vehicular
going at the speed
manslaughter,
limit?
is it?
Sorry?
I said it's not vehicular manslaughter, is it? No, no!
Machulovic was convicted.
Chess piece is worse than
Machulovic was convicted of vehicular manslaughter and served 9 months in prison for a car accident in which a woman was killed.
What? Okay.
It immediately follows the paragraph about his most notorious transgression.
I will say this actually, I think, mirrors the Wikipedia article for a guy named David Foster, who is he does a lot of the contracting work for Disney. He once hit Ben Vereen with his car, and he's the reason legendary Broadway dancer Ben Vereen can't dance anymore. And that's way down on the page. Also, he's Gigi and Bella Hadid's stepdad.
Fascinating.
And he's an asshole. He doesn't pay people well. Everything about it, the patchwork of his life is insane. But it's another one of those articles where it's and way down here is that time he almost killed Ben Vereen.
All right, and the end of that, at the end of that article, Cecelia, I think you probably had the most points. Very happy that you won this one because you win a gathering place for shelled gastropods to attend religious services officiated by the Addams family's gigantic butler.
No.
It's Lurch's Snurch.
You just wanted to be able to give her the Snurch one.
Yeah, I saved that one from last time Cecelia wasn't there.
Oh my god.
Take me to Lurch's Snurch specifically. He has so much room in his large hands to carry so many snails to snurch.
It's
All
true.
right, we've got 10 minutes left, so I'm going to jump over to the shortest article I've got with the fewest twists and turns. Hashim Aslami.
That's also a person.
Thank you, Micah.
Really good at people, places, and things.
I'm gonna do another. Is this a science person? Yeah.
There you go.
That's my guess. Is physics.
What kind of science person?
Physics.
Now, I will say this is a territory where, like, whether a person would call them a science person could be debated.
Psychology.
Douchebag.
What?
I said douchebag.
He doesn't seem like a douchebag.
Okay, good for
That's
him.
good.
This article is written like glowingly, like absolutely not from like a neutral standpoint.
Is it like a human
The article
behavior?
really likes this guy.
Is it like a human behavior thing?
No.
What is a debatable science that isn't?
Metaphysics.
I may have misled you a bit by saying that. I'm just going to give it to you because not misled. I don't think that is a good hint. I think it leads you in the wrong direction. He's an agriculturist.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Good for him.
Okay.
Proud of him.
Plant man. I can get an
Plant
man.
And where in the world is he doing plant man stuff?
Idaho.
No.
Is it somewhere very arid?
Yes.
Is it in the Middle East?
Yes.
Struck down once again by my complete lack of knowledge about geography.
Is he doing this in Saudi Arabia?
No.
Lebanon?
No. Come on, you guys are Americans. You know this one.
Iraq?
Palestine?
Iran.
Afghanistan.
What?
Afghanistan. That's what I was
There
saying,
we go.
sorry. I think that was actually
Cecelia,
Cecelia
did
said
you
that
say
first.
Afghanistan first or did?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, he's an Afghani agriculturalist who is instrumental in growing the country's what crop?
Corn.
No.
Wheat.
No.
I love that we were like, those are the only two crops we know.
Potatoes.
We are inside people.
Soy.
Speak for yourself, I garden.
Not soy, no.
Rice.
No.
I can't
I
grow
can't
rice.
imagine you would want to grow rice in the desert.
You guys are way off.
Oh,
Did the
Apples.
chat get it at any
No.
point?
Shat has not got it.
Animals? Is it some kind of animal? When you say crop.
Yeah.
it's a human.
What? Oh, right. The person is a human. Yeah.
He's not growing
Mushrooms?
people. Like, that's not implying that he's growing people.
No.
Ugh.
Wait, okay. Let's go.
Oh wait,
with, like,
It is a valuable. Sorry.
is it poppies?
It is not poppies. It is a valuable crop.
Saffron?
saffron.
Yep.
Got that second before me.
He was instrumental in growing the country's saffron crop from a $100 grant in 1998 to a $25 million export industry in 2019.
I
Why this
understand why the
article was written
Wikipedia.
glowingly now.
Yeah.
Yes, totally get it.
All right, so we're going to ask a little bit more about the pilot program. So he got the grant from his supervisors at a Danish foreign aid organization to fund farmers to switch to harvesting the spice crop from what?
Poppies.
There.
I know that that's a huge export of that area.
Mhm. How did he convince farmers?
He has a glowing personality.
I mean, that's a good answer. That's pretty cool.
Them using saffron.
Hmm?
Did he cook for them using saffron?
No.
Because that would work.
That would
on
have been
it,
extremely cute.
Yeah.
That is like an entire Lifetime movie.
right?
So what was the nature of his campaign to persuade farmers?
Cold hard economics?
No.
Religion?
Good, actually.
No. What did he do?
He just started growing it on his own?
No.
He told them all the cool kids are doing it.
Not
You
exactly.
pressured him into it.
I don't know. This dumbass inside me wants to be like he made a great PowerPoint.
Such a good PowerPoint.
You know, I'm going to give a point. I'm splitting it between Micah and Blythe because you both said something that roughly gestures at the right answer. He just went to farms and talked to farmers and convinced them to switch.
So, as far as you know, he might have cooked for them. You don't know.
We don't know.
It's been an adorable cooking sequence.
Yeah, this period, as the Taliban was gaining ground and influence, was where he went from village to village, convincing farmers to take part in his grand vision.
Yep.
Wow. Sounds like a cool dude.
This man has done so much.
Right?
Let's see. So the export value of saffron coming out of Afghanistan is $25 million annually, and is growing at a rate of 20% annually. What's he doing now?
What's that?
What is he doing now?
He's happily retired?
No.
Is he working on new agricultural solutions for the world?
I mean, maybe. That is definitely something that he could be doing in this job.
So vague.
Teaching?
No.
Is he in government now?
Yep. He is currently senior advisor of the Ministry of Agriculture, Irrigation, and Livestock in Afghanistan.
Okay,
There it is.
At the end of that one, I think Micah got the most points, maybe. You win a curved, transparent sheet of laminated safety glass on which is painted an intimate portrait of the author of An Abundance of Catherines. It's an obscene John Green windscreen.
No! Oh, this is the greatest thing I've ever won in my whole life.
Thank you all so much for playing. Folks in the chat, if you want to support Patreon, support TOCA doing these ridiculous things, and also organizing labor right advocacy for TikTok creators, which we usually do on the Monday stream, you can support us at patreon.com/officialtoca. And thank you, Ginger, for dropping the Discord link. You can also join us on Discord if you are over 18. If you have more than 1,000 followers on TikTok, you can also join as a comrade, which is a member of TOCA. You get access to creator-only channels, inside discussions on things that are going on in the app. And there is not an exclamation point YouTube command. There should be. The YouTube channel just has these streams uploaded at the moment. But
one guy commenting to absolutely get wrecked gamer trash because we said bad things about crypto.
Oh my God.
Best comment I've ever gotten.
I believe he still hasn't replied to my response. Looking forward to the adaptation of Jodorowsky's Dune. You have to go to the. You have to click on the video and hit sort by new, not sort by best, because this is not a best comment by any measure. It straight up does not appear if you have it sorted by best comments.
YouTube's like, you guys don't need to see this. You guys don't need to know. Oh my God. I did drop a second ago
the link to the talks. We've got a series of panels coming up with TikTok creators from specific marginalized groups to talk about their experiences on TikTok. This is something that TikTok has hosted panels like that before. but the quality of the conversation is somewhat affected by the fact that TikTok is there listening and in charge of the room. So we want to host some of those talks with creators without TikTok in the room, and hopefully have a more productive conversation about the way that people experience marginalization on TikTok. Those are coming up in the last weekend of February and the first weekend of March. And if you go to officialtoca.com/talks, you can see a list of what talks are happening and who is on those panels. Thank you all so much for coming. Does anybody have anything else to... Oh, right. What just happened?
Rude.
Huh. Fascinating. It's just
Rude.
the TX show now.
Rude.
Oh, we got shuffled.
I don't know how that happened. You can also find... wait, is it...
Nicholas,
It's
yes.
online at tiktok.com/am I a fairy princess yet. I can never remember. I think there's only one person who I made it their name instead of their username, and now I'm just confused every time about which person that was. Thank you all for coming. Have a great night. Bye.
Bye.